Okay, you ready? We're going to go try to get intercept. So if we're given a function f of x, we can get the x-intercept by setting y to 0. We can get the y-intercept by setting x to 0. Let's go look at something for a second. Let's go plot, I don't know, let's say x squared minus x minus 6. And we need to choose bounds for x. So let's say like negative 4 to 4 or something. Okay, let's go look at what this looks like. It looks like something like this, right? And what you can see is that you go through, this is your x-axis. So this is where y equals 0. This is like where y equals 5, right? This one's y equals 0. And you can see you're at negative 2 and 3. And then if you're at x equals 0, then you'll go through at negative 6. So on a graph, you can actually pick these out and you can figure these out. Let's go pick one out of your homework. I don't know. So let's go, oh, not that one. We'll do that in a second. Let's try a harder one. Okay, let's go try to get the X and Y intercepts of this sucker. Okay, so let's go copy this. Let's go throw it in this, right? Ah. Oh, I see, because it's its own thing. All right, so f of x equals this, right? I don't know. Do you want to go look at what it looks like real quick? So it looks like this. So 6x plus 1, and then divided by, and then 7x minus 7. Okay. So it looks something like this. Now, obviously, we're going to have a, where x equals 1, we'll have a vertical asymptote. So somewhere in this realm, we have a vertical asymptote. We kind of see that if we zoom out a little bit, you'll be able to see that on here. And then we kind of have this horizontal asymptote, and it's going to be at 6 over 7. We'll be able to find that later. And what we can see is that we've got kind of this x-intercept here and a y-intercept right there. And that's kind of what we have. So let's go try to find this mathematically. So x-intercept, we set y equal to 0, right? And what are you going to get? So you're going to set this thing equals 0. Now, anytime a fraction equals 0, the top of the fraction equals 0. A way to see that would be like to cross multiply or whatever you want to do. So you get 6x plus 1 would be 0, and then you'd move your 1 over, right? So 6x equals negative 1, and then we get x equals, and it's going to be negative 1/6, right? Okay, and so we have an x-intercept at that point. So does it want it as a point and tuple number? Yeah. So so x is negative 1/6, right? And then y is 0, right? We set y to be 0. So that's going to be my intercept, okay? Likewise, we can go get a y-intercept. Okay, and we got negative 1/6. Let's go look at the Wolfram system. That actually seems legit. And then we're going to get something similar here. It should be a small number, right? And again, I'm expecting probably something negative. So if I set y to x to 0, I'm going to get now y equals, and then this thing. But instead of this thing, it'll have zeros there. So let's replace that with a 0, and again a 0. Really good at math with zeros in it. So that's going to be 6 times 0, which is 0 plus 1, and then over negative 7. So I'm going to get negative 1 over 7. Okay, which is, it kind of matches my observation. That's negative 1, so that seems legit here. Okay, so my intercepts are at, and then it says n tuple. Basically, it wants this at 0, and then your other one, and remember what's 0 here. X is 0 in this one, and then Y is going to be this. Okay? And so if we go put this into our system here, with any luck, so this one, the Y-intercept is going to be 0 and negative 1/7. And with any luck, it should submit correctly. Okay? So, so that's going to be the goal of this section, is to go through and basically try to get these intercepts. Okay? Let's do one more. Oh, that one's a little bit different. One more like that. So that's this one. So let's try this one. So here we're going to plot the X and Y intercepts. It's already factored, so this will be nice. What makes 0 in this one is a 1. What makes 0 in this one is a negative 2. And what makes 0 in this one, you'd move that over. So you get 3 divided by 2. So 1.5. And then how to get your Y-intercept, remember you'd plug in 0 for these. So you'd get negative 1 times 2 times negative 3, which I got a 6 out of this thing. So this thing looks something like this. And then you would connect your dots. And it worked. Okay? Good luck on this.